What up, though? I'm Fax.
I'm Tree.
Welcome back to another edition of Fax and Tree. Today, what we're going to talk about is questions first-time cruisers are shy to ask.
Stick around towards the end, and we do have a bonus tip.
First up, what we're going to talk about is how much food can I order at the main dining hall.
You can order as much as you want. It depends on if you like it or not. Sometimes the servers will come out and ask you. They'll bring an extra plate out and they'll ask you, do you want some more? There's no limit to what you can order. The appetizers, the desserts, as many as you want. There's no limit in the main dining room.
Just most of the time, people don't want to ask because of the people they might be sitting down with. So
yeah, at your table.
Yeah,
so don't be afraid. Ask. Next, we're going to talk about, can I change my table at the dining room? Yes. If you don't mark on your app that you want a private table and you want to share it and you mark share, they will share your table with other guests that you don't know. So if that being said, when you are booking your reservation on the app, make sure you say you don't want to share it. Even if it is shared and you don't know how not to share it, once you get there, just ask them, say you just don't want to share a table with other people, and they'll try to place you and your guests together.
Yeah, just talk to your waiter. The waiter will either take you back to the front so they can rearrange a new table, or they'll just try to place you somewhere where they think it's just going to be you and whoever you're with. So
most of the time when I go to the main dining room, I like to sit by the window and watch the ship. See other ships out in the ocean. Sometimes you see that. So I like to look in the ocean. So I tell them quickly, sit me by a window.
So what we're going to talk about is, should you bring a towel? This is a question that I'm always asked from friends. And I tell them a lot of time, you don't need to bring a towel, because when you get there, there's going to be towels in the room. When you go out to the pool, there's going to be towels in the pool. So you don't want to bring no extra towel. That may not only take away from maybe an outfit you want to bring or something you might want to take home, and it makes your suitcase heavy. So if you don't return those towels, they will charge you $25 to your stateroom.
So the steward keeps track of those towels. They do put them in your room prior to you boarding. Once you check your room out and everything, and you see the 2 towels there, they're different. Some of them yellow, some of them blue. Depends on the ship. They do keep track of it. Me, I bring my own, because I don't want him to get or her to get confused about if I turned in the towel or not and try to charge me for it. So I bring my own. I know it will be heavy on my luggage, but I try to bring my own.
Next up, we're going to talk about is how do you get a chair out by the pool? Now, that's a question that's asked by a lot of people.
Yes.
So when they come out, they be like, Dad, they always got all the chairs. They always something in the chairs.
Yes.
Because you have to get up early, because they have something what they call chair hogs. People who will come out with 10 towels, 10 chair clips, and mark all the chairs so that them and their family or friends can be on one row.
Yeah.
So if you get up early enough, you can get a chair. You can get it right in between that family or right next to them. But if you got to get up early to get those chairs, and the best time is on sea day, when you're not getting off the ship, is get up.
We're not saying just go out like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and put your towel there, and that way you go to breakfast and then come back. Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to be holding down a chair
and become a chair hog,
and you're not going to come back, because you might get activity where you don't go back to that chair, and then you have that chair held down where someone else can use it. Mm-hmm. So at the time that you think and know that you're going to go to the pool, go ahead out there and reserve your chair, put your stuff out there, and then when you finish, bring your stuff back so someone else can have the chair.
Because you are riding with some ship, Could be up to 4 to 5 to 6,000 people.
And they might even, I was told, and I don't know how true it is, but I was told that the staff monitor how long you stay. So example, if they walk past you and they don't see you there, or they don't see you come back to that area, they were told to remove your items. I haven't had that done to me because I've never done it, but please be mindful that might happen if you decide to do that. Next, you're going to talk about, do you have to tip everyone? The answer is no. You don't have to tip everyone, because when you book your cruise, there is a box that says gratuity, and it will tell you how much gratuity is. That's a tricky question, because that box says gratuity. So the gratuity goes towards the people that's making your cruise memorable. So you might have that they might split your tip between the steward, the dining room staff, the front desk, anybody who you come in contact with, they will split the tip with. Now, on the other hand, if you pay that gratuity, no, you don't have to pay everybody that come in contact with you. Now, when you order a drink from the bar or somewhere like that, look at your receipt, because your gratuity is attached to that. So it has a gratuity line, and then under it, it will say a line there saying, do you want to pay gratuity? Make sure you haven't paid gratuity first, and then you can add if you want. There's no cash. You don't have to give cash. They take it from your sell and sign card. Everything is sell and sign card. So be mindful that you do not have to tip everyone that you come in contact with.
But you can tip some of the people that you feel like need, that you
and we
want to
tip towards the end.
Yeah, when it's time to go home,
Yes.
you can tip.
Yeah, people
some people still do tip, as well as giving up gratuity, but it's your choice.
That's additional tip.
Yes. And next up, we're going to talk about dressing up. A lot of people always ask, do I got to dress up? Mm-hmm. Do I got to wear a suit? Do I need to wear a ball gown? Do I need to have on 6-inch heels? No, you don't. But when we say by dress up, they always have what you call a captain's ball.
Yes.
On every selling. Mm-hmm. It depends on how many days you're selling, how many captain balls they might have.
Yes.
You don't have to dress up, but you do have to look presentable going in there. You can't go in there with your flip-flops on. You can't no tank top on, looking like you're going right back to the beach.
Yeah.
You have to have something on casual looking, but you know what I mean.
Men can have slacks and a button-down shirt, or even not even a button-down shirt. They can have a pullover sweater, or even a polo shirt with the collar, and some nice little soft back shoes. And women can have a maxi dress with sandals. The scrap sandals that scrap it in, that's all. You don't have to have a ball. Now, you might see people in there with ball gown dresses, 3-piece suits. You don't have to. It's your discretion.
Now, most of those people who dress like that, they looking to take pictures before or after for memories later on.
And then you have to understand that you're flying in. How you gonna? Most of those people who wear that stuff, they live in the area where they drove to the port and they're able to bring that stuff out. You're flying in, so you have to make your luggage small and less weighty as possible. You don't want to put a lot of weight onto your luggage, because you will pay that overage. I paid it the last cruise we took in December to January. They hit me with a luggage fee, and it was like, I think, $60? Oh, because it was $50 weight, and mine was like $6.55. So they hit me with $60. So in order to not pay it, be mindful, be careful, be wayful that you don't have to weigh your luggage. Next, you're going to talk about, do you need to take your passport on the shore? That's a tricky one too. When you're going out on the shore on excursions or the ports and all that, you should and you shouldn't. You should take it in the event something happened and you have to get home. Sometimes you should not take it because it might get messed up, wet, or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I don't take mine, but I need to. I don't want to get it messed up because we pay too much money for your passport, almost $200. So because we pay so much for it, I don't want to get it messed up and then have to go back and replace it, because I don't think there's a replacement fee. I think you have to pay the price that you paid when you got it. So that's a tricky, but on Carnival, they will tell you what you need to get back onto the ship. Some ports, you just need your selling sign card, because once you board the ship, which they take your picture and attach it to your selling sign card right then and there. So they know your picture and your name and it associates with each other. So they'll tell you, this port, you're going to need your selling sign card and your ID. Or they just tell you, you just need your selling sign card. So they will tell you when you get to the port what you need to go off to get back on. And they sign you in and they sign you out. So they scan your card when you go out on the port and they scan it when you come back in, so they can keep track of who's on there so they don't leave anyone.
And most people, they take their passport because they, Carnival have their own islands.
Yeah.
And you really don't need your passport or none of that with you when you're on your own island, when you're on the Carnival island. Yeah. But when they go places that's like you have to go off, they saying that it's good to keep your passport with you just in case you get left, or you go over there and get in trouble doing something you're supposed to be doing, or get caught up in something. So, just be mindful that it's up to your choice to really carry your passport with you or leave it on the ship.
Next question, people always ask, am I going to gain weight? That's a question nobody can answer. Why? Because it's up to you.
It's up to you how much you eat.
You gotta eat. There are buffets. There are dining rooms. The buffets, you can go there 10 times, 5 times, 2 times, 1 time. The dining area, you could, even though it's sit down and it's not a buffet, you still can go and eat as much as you want. So it's up to you on how your eating habit is. If you know you don't want to gain no weight, cut back on the food.
That's the only thing I can say is cut back on the food, because the food is freely, it's open.
That's right.
Buffet stays open. It open at a certain time. It stays open all the way to like 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. And it's open. You can keep going around. You can get ice cream all day. They got tea, lemonade, and a lot of those things have sugar in it, and you might gain weight.
Yes.
So be prepared.
Next, another question that people ask, will I get seasick?
Will you get seasick?
That's another question we can't ask. We can't answer, because here it is, we don't know. Depending on where you are on the ship, you might get seasick, you might not. It's best to bring the seasick medicine.
Bring the stuff you need. That way
they got
already
armbands, they got pills, they got dots to go behind your ear. Just go on Amazon. We have a link to our Amazon store, and a lot of that stuff, the essentials are in there. Go ahead on Amazon and purchase it. That way when you go on your cruise, you'll have it. Now, I'm not a seasicker, but I do take it in the event it does happen. Mm-hmm. But I was told if you go down to the front desk or the nursing unit, they got a medical unit on the bottom level, they're going to charge you, both of them going to charge you for that medicine.
Even though you get it, you think that it's free. It's not free.
It's not free. It's not free.
So you know what I mean, you can order it before you get on the ship and you already have it.
Yes.
And if you know that you could get sick, you can already have it on when you get on the ship.
I'm gonna tell you a story. We went on a cruise in July, and we had some friends with us, and his wife got sick. She didn't think that she was, but she ended up getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to, help her and get the medicine that she needed, and she was better. So don't let that happen to you. Be active and get the medicines that you need.
Next up is going to be, will I get bored?
No.
You will never get bored.
You'll never get bored on the continent.
Because if you see me on there, you ain't going to get bored. I'm going to keep you laughing. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it where as though you dancing, because I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be there. And it's always something to do. Some things might get a little crowded, might be too many people in one area doing certain things. But if it ain't bingo, it's some type of game show, or outside, they're always dancing out there.
Lido parties.
They got the Lido party. They got
nightclub.
Game room.
Casino,
they got the casino.
Alchemy bar where they hang out.
Everything it's plenty to do.
It's plenty
like
to
in
do.
The last question was asked, will I gain weight eating? You can spend all your time up there. That's what you want to do. So you'll never get bored.
You'll never get bored. Carnival has this itinerary on your app, and you can go to guest services, and it gives you a printout of everything that's going on during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look on there, and if you have it on your app, you can even press on it and give it like a love sign or something, a heart. And when it gets to that time, it will remind you, oh, you want bingo starting in 20 minutes, bingo starting in 30 minutes, bingo has started. And that way you can head there and go to bingo.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a lot to do on this cruise ship. So the bonus tip of today is, again, research the cruise ship. Make sure you know what's going on, and that way you won't be out of the loop of what the cruise ship is doing. And don't be shy to ask any questions to the staff, your steward, your dining room staff, the Lido deck buffet staff. If you're looking for certain things, ask them. They'll lead you to it. If you're in the back of the ship and you're trying to get to Guy's Burger Shop, they will lead you to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Share us out.
Let us know how we're doing.
Hit that bell so you have a notification, so you know when we're always on. It'll notify you and let you know that we're on. Please share us out.
We have more content for first-time cruisers, so check back. We post Mondays and Thursdays, so check back. Thank you.